Asia Cup, which is one of the leading cricketing tournaments, started to promote cricket in South Asian neighboring countries, is often becomes a victim of bilateral relationship.
The current circumstances display the bitter relationship between India and Pakistan. There is also a possibility that India might pull out their name from this edition of Asia Cup.
If India take that kind of decision, we should not be surprised because we have already done it in the past. In the very second edition of Asia Cup, which was hosted in Sri Lanka, India did not take part in it. There is mainly two reasons behind that. One is political, another is cricketing. Let me explain you the political reason first.
The civil war between Sri Lankan Government and the Liberation Tiger of Tamil Eelam, which started in 1976, was at its peak in the middle of 80s. And due to this movement, the Indian government was not in a mood to take any risk of Indian cricketers who were tentative to go to play this tournament.
So for the security and safety of the Indian cricket team, the Indian government did not allow Indian cricket team to take part in that tournament. And there is also a cricketing reasons too.
The cricketing reason was in 1985, India had a tour to Sri Lanka, and at that particular tour, the relatively young cricketing country Sri Lanka outplayed Kapil Dev's world champion team. And Sri Lanka created a history by winning their first ever series.
But losing the series was not the issue. The main issue was the controversial decisions which was made by the Sri Lankan umpires. The Indian cricket team was completely unhappy with those controversial decisions, and that's one of the main reasons why Indian cricketers were not so keen to take part in the second edition of Asia Cup.
But without India, the tournament was continued. At that time, Bangladesh was first time invited to this venture. And that tournament was played in round-robin format, where the clear two title racers were Sri Lanka and Pakistan, and eventually Sri Lanka, who managed to win the title.
Now the question is, if the current situation continues, will India again take that kind of decision to avoid this multi-nation cricketing tournament? And if India does, then how the tournament will going to be conducted? To know much more interesting cricketing facts and story, then subscribe to our channel.